Chapter 4, Lesson 7 is Divide Fractions. We want to scan the lesson and list two real-world scenarios you would divide fractions. So, here is what we have from the text. Landscaping with part of a ton of mulch and finding the area of a section of land. Alright, so to divide by a fraction, the rule again, make sure you write this down, is to multiply by its reciprocal. Okay? To divide by a fraction, you multiply by its reciprocal. So, for the first example, we're going to be using a model. Okay? We want to find 1/2 divided by 1/3. So, here, when we use a model, here we have 1 whole. That is 1 whole. Okay? This part of it is half of the whole. Right? Now we want to know what is 1/3. We want to divide that by 1/3. So that means that this 1/2 has to be divided into thirds. Is everyone with me? So if I said, how many thirds are there in that 1/2, what's your final answer going to be? So we are going to divide the whole picture, the whole whole, into thirds. So there's 1/3, there's another third, and there's another third. Now the question is, how many thirds are in half? So how many thirds are right there? So how many thirds are there? There's 1/3 right there. And then here is another third right here, but there's half of the third, right? So there's 1 and 1/2 thirds, right? Yeah. Woo. All right, now let's take a look at using the equation. Okay. All right. So the equation, again, the rule is that we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. Okay? So the first fraction stays the same. The division becomes multiplication. And the second fraction becomes the reciprocal. Very good. The reciprocal. So the reciprocal is 1/3, it's 3/1, and then we're going to multiply straight across, which gives us the 1 and 1/2. Is everybody clear? All right. So we've got 1/4 divided by 3/8. And again, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So we've got 1/4. The first fraction always stays the same. The division becomes multiplication, and the second fraction becomes the reciprocal. So that's going to be 8 thirds. 8 thirds. Don't go too fast. So now, before we multiply, we're going to simplify. Very good. So we can simplify the 4 and the 8. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. And 8 divided by 4 is 2. And now we can multiply straight across. So 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. Is everybody clear? Yes. All right. Write a story context for 2/3 divided by 1/6. Use a model to solve. Mariska has 2/3 pounds of sunflower seeds. Each day, she feeds the cardinals in her yard 1/6 pounds of seeds. For how many days will she be able to feed the cardinals? So she has 2/3 a pound of the seeds. Okay? So here, if you look at the green box, you see the green box? That is 1 full pound. Okay? That is 1 full pound. So here, with the red part right here, there is 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, right? She only has 2/3 a pound. Does everybody see that? So she only has 2/3 of a pound. Okay? Every day she is going to feed the birds 1/6 pounds of the seed. So again, here now we have to divide into 6. There's 1, 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6, 5, 6, 6, 6. How many does she feed the birds every day? 1/6. So here, of the 2/3 that she has, how many 1/6 pieces or chunks is she going to be able to give out? 1, 2, 3, 4. So she is able to feed the birds for 4 days. Is everybody clear? Yes. All right, for this next example, it says write a story context for 3/4 divided by 1/8. And then we want to use a model to solve. So, I've already gone ahead and pre-written the story. So here it says, Daniel's friends bought a rectangular pizza for dinner from Little Caesar's Pizza. After they ate, there was 3/4 left. So 3/4 of the pizza was left. Daniel decided to bring leftovers to school for lunch. If he has 1/8 pieces of pizza each day, how many more days can he bring pizza for lunch? So we're going to draw a picture, right? So here's our picture. Okay, so here we have 1 whole pizza. But you know Little Caesar's is in rectangles, right? Okay. Okay, so this is 1 whole pizza, okay? So after his friends ate, how much did they have left? They had 3/4 left. So that means they ate that much, right? He said he was going to bring 1/8 of the pizza to lunch every day to school for lunch. So here we're going to put this whole thing, we're going to break the whole thing into 8s. Is everybody with me? So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 8s. But we only have that much left, right? So the question is, how many days can we eat pizza for lunch now? Using our picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Is everybody clear how you write the story problem? Yes. Yeah. When we divide a fraction by a whole number, we rewrite the whole number as a fraction, and then we divide like normal. Okay, how do I make a whole number into a fraction? Put it over 1, right? You put a 1 under it, right? So here, with 7/6 divided by 10, we're just going to put 10 over 1, right? And then when we multiply by the reciprocal of 10 is 1/10. And then you simplify before you multiply if you can. And then multiply like normal. Is everybody clear? Yes. All right. So, let's do some. All right. Here we have 8 nights divided by 4. the division, well, let's leave it as division for now. We're going to put the 4 over the 1. Okay? So now, we're going to multiply by the reciprocal. So 8/9, the division becomes, good, and the second fraction becomes 1/4. Very good. Now, if you can, you will simplify before you multiply. So we have 4 divided by 4, 1. 8 divided by 4, 2. And now we can multiply straight across, and we end up with 2/9. Got it? All right. Ramon is making party favorites. He is dividing 3/4 pounds of almonds into 12 packages. So we want to write and solve an equation to find how many pounds of almonds are in each package. So we want to know 3/4 divided by the 12 packages, right? So we want to know how many almonds are in each one of those packages. So we write out our equation, 3/4 divided by 12. The first fraction stays the same. The division becomes multiplication. And the 12, the second fraction becomes the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 12 is 1/12. Very good. Now, before we multiply, we can simplify. And then we just multiply straight across like normal. Is everybody clear?